All right. Hey, it's Hot Now 37, man. Hotnow37.com. Buck, I got this young lady on me right now. I got her record from my man Danny C a little while ago. Record called Escapism. So when I got the record, I'm like, this is a different sounding record, Daddy. And I'm gonna play the record because I like different. I like something out the box that's fresh. And I put it on, and this young lady right here, Escapism, Raye. She's on me right now. The song took off. How do you feel?
Oh gosh, I feel so I feel like good, you know? I
You
do.
have to. Now,
I
when that
feel
record, you've had success before, but when that record went to where it went, were you expecting it to go that far? Did you expect for that record to be as big as it was?
no, definitely not. I actually at the time had zero expectations. I was maybe hopeful and I did hope that, that song actually specifically was always a favorite of mine, and I did really just hope that it would hear the light of day one day, but
Mhm.
not in the intensity and the way that that actually happened,
Yeah.
I didn't imagine that.
Do you remember the day you recorded that song?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
What was that day like?
yeah.
When you finished it, when you heard the final version, what was that like? What were you saying to yourself?
It was a fun day. We was actually in Utah in a log cabin. It was so random.
Really?
Yeah, and I know. We just needed to get out of the city. Do you know what I mean? No distractions, just be in the middle of nowhere. And it was snowing and it was cold, but we put the heating on so it was nice and cozy. I was in my pajamas and I was sat on the sofa. We set up a mic, and I had the title for a while and the beat Mike had had for a while. And I said, oh, I think we got to do this one today. And yeah, I really loved it. I remember when we finished the rough demo for the day,
Right.
mate, I was pulling it up and pulling it up. I was wheeling it and wheeling it. I was repeating the song all night, and I had a bottle of wine in my hand, and I was screaming the lyrics in the living room like, "Just a hot road." I was like, "This song slaps."
Now, Raye, is there one person or is there somebody that you wanted their approval of when you played that record for them? Like, I got one for you. I need you to listen to it and tell me what you think. Do you have that person in your life that you can play a record and want the honest feedback and see what they think?
Definitely. I think that does have to kind of come as an after step. I think when I did go independent, I think it became about, okay, I need to make this decision with me and the producer that I made all the songs with on this album, or who EP the record with me. It was called Mike Sabbath. So me and him kind of decided stuff together. And then once we were like, this is it, then we started to play stuff to other people, because the thing about it is I think music is so objective.
Yeah.
Subjective or object, one of those two words, I can't remember
Exactly.
which.
Yeah.
Me, but you know what I mean? Like you could love something passionately, and I might be like, that's nice. Do you know what I mean? And then, the person out walking past me on the street is like, that is awful music. Everyone has music isn't maths. But I
Right.
think it's also nice to have kind of space to be able to make the decisions you feel like are best
Yeah.
um as an artist, yeah.
And now you have the new record of Genesis. Now the world is listening right now, and music means so much to you. What do you want the world, the people from the outside, when they hear your music, what do you want them to take away from it?
Well, look, I think this song, Genesis specifically, I think is a very specific song. I think I don't think, you know, what's the word? Well, it's not an easy listen. It's very intense. The full version in its full essence is 7 minutes long. And I'm aware that not everyone needs a song like this, and not everyone will enjoy a song like this. But what I will say is I'm really proud of it. I knew it, I felt in my gut that it's what I wanted to share. And I just hope that it finds the ears of anyone who needs to hear those kind of subjects being discussed. You know, in the song, it's quite deep, but it discusses suicide and body dysmorphia and addictions and stuff like that. But I try to do it in a way that allows you to digest or process that emotion in a way that you can handle it a little bit better than if you were just talking about it without the music there. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, it covers some heavy subjects. It
Now,
does.
working with Rodney Jerkins, how was that? He's legendary This guy
He
done
is.
some amazing things for some amazing people. How is it
Oh
being
yeah.
with this guy?
Oh, listen, this guy, first of all, is an absolute legend, and what a blessing it was that he even took the time, do you know what I mean, to be like, yeah, I'm going to work with you. And more than that, can I just tell you, I absolutely put him through the ringer on this song. Oh my gosh. I'd be like, Rodney, I've got another idea. Rodney, we need to take something up. Rodney, we need to do this. Rodney, how about this, Rodney, that. If he ever works with me again after this process, you know that's a real one because I absolutely put the man through so much stress.
Wow.
But bless him, he was with me every step of the way with encouragement and positivity and also respect for my craft as well as just being in absolute awe of his brain and how he works. It was such an amazing collaboration. I really love that man.
Now this music's got you going to a lot of places. I have to ask you a question because I've never been, and you went to the Met Gala. How was the Met Gala?
Oh, wow. It was, let me be honest, yeah. I was entirely intimidated the entire time. This is not my place of I'm very much like look, I love fashion. I love wearing a nice dress. I love wearing something that makes me feel nice, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not very good at being in the fashion world. Do you know what I'm saying? So I was very grateful to have been invited and to have an
Right.
invitation, and I know how prestigious of an event this was, but I
It is.
did completely feel out of place the entire time. I felt absolutely terrified. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, this is terrifying to me. This is absolutely scary. I'm completely out of my comfort zone. Feel very lucky to be here, but I was scared. That's how I'll summarize it. But I was
Mm,
very grateful, but
yeah.
terrified the
I
whole
mean,
time.
I would
Yeah.
have to, if I ever went to the Met Gala, I would have to say something to somebody because sometimes their hats to be too big and their hair be too big, and I can't see. Oh, I gotta say something.
And I have so much appreciation, for people who express themselves through fashion. I feel like, I express myself through music. There are people who express themselves through clothes, through wardrobe, through that, that's beautiful, styling, bold expression.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also would be way too terrified to ever wear anything that I felt got in anyone's way or blocked anyone's vision. I don't have that kind of self-confidence. But
Ray,
one day
you're talking
I'm gonna
about
take
people
it there.
expressing themselves through fashion. You do a great job of
Mm.
expressing yourself through music, not just on the record, but on stage. I saw you live in New York City with the full band.
Um,
That was an amazing show. You went from playing the piano to dancing to singing. Amazing show.
Oh,
Tell me about the band.
thank you.
Tell me about your band because they remind me of like a Sade band. I mean these they were top.
Oh, listen, my band is my family. And the musicians I'm so blessed to be able to share stage with are everything to me. These guys are my absolute brothers and sisters, and we equally love music as much as each other. We're so passionate about each other. We're so passionate about the show, about the music, about where we can evolve things, tweaking things. There's so much love in that space. It's not a fleeting exchange or a placeholder. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like I know I'm a solo act, but my band is
one.
do you know what I mean? My life, my family, my guys. I
I saw
ride for them guys. I'll take a bullet for them guys. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's my people.
I saw
Yeah.
that. It was one of the best live performances I've seen. I've seen a lot of live performances,
Oh
and I didn't know
wow.
what to expect when I walked in. And I said, "This is a good setup." And when you guys started playing, I'm like, "Man, I like musicianship. And you got some of the best musicians in the game, and you on top."
Oh, that, wow. I'm gonna tell them you said that. They're gonna be so happy to hear that.
I
That's
was
really
there.
kind. Thank you.
I can't wait to come see you perform again. I know you're gonna hit the road soon. The new album, new singles are right now.
Yes.
Genesis, you're working on an album, on the full project, or is it gonna be an EP or an album?
Do you know, I'll say Genesis is just a share. I'm not sure yet if it's going to be attached to an album. And also, I do think I'm going to need time to really make a good album. I think
Mhm.
I'm going to need time to do that. And also, you need to live I haven't written really in a really long time. And yeah, I think I need to live. Do you know, my ideal, yeah, I'm going to need time.
I would say
Yeah, I will.
Ray, I would say take your time because I think some of the best music comes from experiences in life. And you can't write some of the best songs without experiencing the ups and the downs, the highs and the lows.
Mm,
That's when your emotions come out and you write the best song. So take your time. So I
right.
want the best from you.
Thank you. Thanks for the reassurance.
Ray, thanks for calling. I really appreciate it. Genesis is out right now. We're playing on Hot 937. And I'm coming to see you when you come back to New York to perform. I'm coming, okay?
Come on. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for taking the time, all right?
Thank you for talking to me.
All
Bye.
right. Thank you. Speak soon.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.